Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions and MP Promotions, as sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet with the only top-rated sportsbook app that matters. Along with the Air Force Reserve, start your adventure by going to afreserve.com and Cop Shop. Like big hits, Gerard Butler stars in Cop Shop, rated R, only in theaters September 17th. Well, fans, our main event is sanctioned by the WBA, the President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Introducing to you our three judges scoring from ringside, Dave Moretti, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Steve Weisfeld. All right, fans, here we go with a bout you've all been waiting for. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba in Cuba. He weighed in at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. His record stands at 26 wins, 4 losses, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, tonight making the first defense of his world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current, reigning and defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing white trunks trimmed with flames. As the boxing senator, he is fighting out of and proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at a trim and ready 146 pounds. As a true icon of boxing, his record stands at 62 wins, 7 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 4-time welterweight world champion and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below this belt line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
The crowd is back, tingling with anticipation. This wildly exciting welterweight division should have dished up the sparkling Errol Spence against boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. But instead of two southpaws, we have this late change. We wish Errol a speedy recovery with his retinal tear, and we welcome in the challenge of American-based Cuban Yordenis Ugas, who's been around a long time. Wonderful amateur. He won the World Championship, struck bronze in Beijing, and has a good, if not outstanding, professional resume. But he's talented, and Pacquiao has had to readjust in his beloved wildcard gym. One of the many things that stands out in Pacquiao's long career is the ability to take on anything, Matt, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, his resume speaks for itself. His longevity speaks for itself. But nobody beats Father Time. Time is not on his side. Ugas, the younger man, the fresher man, the hungrier man. You know, and styles make fights. You can't always say this opponent fought him, so that must happen. But like I said, when they were on the ring walks, Ugas lost a split decision to Sean Porter. A lot of people thought he won that fight. The very next fight, Sean Porter lost a split decision to Errol Spence. So it shows you the level that he can compete at.
Good defense from Ugas. He'll have to watch that rapid hand speed of Manny Pacquiao, who fights, as we all know, in savage bursts, combinations, moves, gives himself angles, starts quickly. Ugas looking physically big in there, but Pacquiao still managing to get punches home early, and a wry smile through the gum shield from the Cuban.
Yeah, I mean, Ugas is good with southpaw, but Manny Pacquiao, there's nobody really quite like him. The way, the angles that he comes at, the speed, the combinations that he puts together, very difficult to defend against.
Yeah, to find replica sparring in just a matter of 10, 12 days. They've had Rodrigo Duterte, but how can you mirror Manny Pacquiao? Very hard. But then Pacquiao was preparing for the slick southpaw that Errol Spence is. So changes afoot. And this battle is live and ensues. To the body there, Ugas told to keep them up by referee Russell Mora.
That looked like a body shot to me. I thought that was okay.
Trying to get his jab going. He's going to have variety, Ugas, here.
Yeah. This is good, jabbing upstairs, downstairs to the body as well, mixing it up.
This bundles Pacquiao over. Loss of balance. And it's a round in the books.
Boxing on Sky Sport.
Champion Yordenis Ugas, but very much the left side of the bill, the port side of the lefty from General Santos City, who once sold donuts on the streets. 71 fights later, and an 8th division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, continues in boxing. The white trunks and long socks of Yordenis Ugas, who had that very close fight with Sean Porter and has beaten Omar Figueroa, Mike Dallas and Abel Ramos in September of last year. Pacquiao has been out for some 763 days. That's a long time.
Yeah, Ugas, you know, using that, he's countering over the top of Pacquiao's jab here with his own jab very effectively.
Good left hand as well, Ugas. Jab back from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Ugas winning the battle of the jabs here, though. He's using his reach, he's using his height.
Yes, he has got advantages, not just in youth, but he's 5 inches taller. Big reach as well. 6 inches in the difference in reach between the pair.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's just the height. He's got long arms. Good short right hand there from Ugas. Walked Pacquiao onto that.
Yeah, very accurate. He's been so avoided, Ugas. Right hand to the body as well, but we know all about his class and the amateur system in Cuba. They just won 4 golds out in Tokyo, the Cubans. They're the best.
Yeah, this is good work from Ugas as well, standing his ground there. You see Pacquiao, when he coming on top of him, he just pushed him back. He's keeping that center of the ring.
Yeah, good work from the Cuban here, based in Vegas, with Ismael Salas, whose tutorials have worked an absolute treat for Ugas. Over 12 appearances together. Pacquiao just struggling to find his range and rhythm here.
Yeah, it's been a good round from Ugas.
Good right hand as well. Really good work from Ugas. They're keeping Pacquiao on the outside, winning the battle of the jabs and winning the round.
Yeah, good round from Ugas. Good jabs worked really well.
But many years against many elite fighters, he's managed to do that. Let's see what happens. Got those good wins over Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. Did lose in Australia to Jeff Horn and lost the fight to Floyd Mayweather, which was a damp squib after all the hype. And Pacquiao also had a bad shoulder in that too. No, take nothing away from the Mayweather victory. But he's fought them all. 4 fights with Juan Manuel Marquez, a trilogy with Eric Morales, a couple with Marco Antonio Barrera, the first, one of the great displays of his career. He's been outstanding. Can he be again tonight? Or will Father Time catch up with him? And is Ugas the right man at the right time here? Nice right hand. He's not overawed. He's settled well. He looks confident, and he had a good second, Matt.
Yeah, he won the second round, and he's having the better of this round now, looking to loop that right hand around the side, throws that long right hook. You know, Pacquiao then tries to burst back. You know, once upon a time, Pacquiao, if he couldn't outthink his opponents, he could overwhelm them with speed and tempo and combinations, where I don't think he has that same type of energy anymore. So against a fighter like Ugas now, who's taller, he's got the better reach, he's able to slow the pace down, be patient. He can maybe outthink Pacquiao. Pacquiao, has he got the answer then to come back with those combinations like he used to? I'm not so sure.
It's almost impossible at this stage of his life, and he even admits he needs occasionally a day off at the wild card with the ridiculous regime that is usually set. And that rapid burst not giving him anything. Pacquiao, and walking into a right hand from Ugas. That's a bit better from the Pac-Man. But wild at times, and Ugas accurate. Really nice work from the Cuban.
Yeah, Pacquiao trying to will himself on, trying to find that energy, but a lot of those shots missing and some hitting the gloves.
Ugas keeping calm and countering well to the Pacquiao bursts.
Yeah, nice double jab there from Ugas. Again, nice burst from Pacquiao, but Ugas blocks most of those on the gloves and then fires back with clean shot combinations.
This is excellent from Ugas. It's a terrific start for the champion, but the underdog. Around here, this the 200th session of Yordenis Ugas' professional career, the 490th round for Manny Pacquiao. The 42-year-old now from General Santos City. He's got 62 victories against only 7 defeats, 2 draws. That famous one with Juan Manuel Marquez when he knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round. Every time he revs himself up with a burst, Ugas just smiles and comes back with something. Well, time out here. Was that low, Matt?
I didn't think so. I'd like to see another angle of that. I thought that was...
Yeah.
You okay?
Wasn't that a decent body shot? Russell Mora is giving Pacquiao time.
When you're ready.
Sort of complaining that it was low on the belt.
You okay? Okay. Get him up. Don't make me take a point from you. Let's go.
Says Russell Mora. Certainly no intent there at all, and they touch gloves, and there's the respect. Ugas, who has looked up to Manny Pacquiao, as everybody in boxing has. But it's his time, he and his team believe, to finish Pacquiao once and for all. Getting a bit open to that right hand, Pacquiao.
Yeah, and the counter jabs from Ugas are good as well. You know, he's got those long arms, and Pacquiao, when he leads off with the jab, Ugas just counters over the top with his own jab. Couple of nice body shots there from Pacquiao.
Swelling under the right eye of Pacquiao. Taps his gloves together, as we've seen many times. Half-hearted body shot from Ugas there. Maybe just worrying about straying again. And that right overhand, as we saw earlier against Ray Robinson, effective.
Yeah, he throws that long right hook, gets right round the side with the, you know, the southpaw, who's used to maybe those straight right down the middle, brings his left hand across, looking to parry the straight right hand, and he loops that right hand round the side.
Marked up on the left eye too. Pacquiao walks into another right hand, try to get the jab going.
You know, you got to be impressed with the defensive skills of Ugas as well. He keeps those hands nice and high, and he gets the elbows in, blocks. Good jab.
Solid look about him, Ugas. And maybe the most impressive thing is he's not been overawed by the occasion. This by far the biggest night on the grand stage here in Vegas. Occasional success from Pacquiao, but just not finding his rhythm. Boy Fernandez, Freddie Roach in the blue corner. We talk about the Freddie and Manny relationship, but the one that Ismael Salas has got with Yordenis Ugas has really flourished. Amazing tactical trainer, Ismael Salas, and did so much in the Cuban system. Left hand from Pacquiao was decent at the start of the fifth. Remember, Terence Crawford, the WBO champion, Errol Spence, WBC and IBF. You got Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman and Virgil Ortiz. One of the best fighters in the world, up and coming. This for the WBA belt.
Ugas using his jab well, going up and down, head and body with it. And Pacquiao coming forward, letting his hands go, but Ugas just takes that half step out away.
Freddie Roach called for more combinations in between the fourth and fifth round break. Pacquiao looked a little bit despondent in the corner. The master of chess with a strategic puzzle in front of him that he needs to work out. He always has done. Found a way to think ahead. And as you said, Matt, if it's not working, he's got the speed and power to do something about it. But has that eroded just slightly?
Yeah, well, I don't think he has those same energy levels, and how could he at 42 years of age, and after that, all the fights he's been through. Oh, nice, well, he blocked that, Pacquiao. He looked for that looping right again, Ugas, but Pacquiao blocked it that time.
Pouring out that jab. Pacquiao wary of the right hand. That's a bit better. Slight marking under the left eye of Ugas.
I think this has been a better round from Pacquiao. He's trying to put combinations together. Good answer from Ugas.
Certainly up the tempo. Pacquiao judging that distance a bit better. Still not quite finding the angles of old, but it is an improvement. Yes, purpose from Pacquiao. Ugas shakes his head in defiance, but a better round for the Filipino icon, and the crowd are loving this from Pacquiao. Wife Chinky at ringside, 5 children.
Oh my, middle of the night, fire casts a light on you. I slide a little to the right, just so I can next to you.
Standing in front of Pacquiao, being patient, almost goading Pacquiao to lead off. When Pacquiao leads with that jab, he just fires over his own jab over the top of that with those long arms and that reach. You know, he's out jabbing Pacquiao.
Milagros' mom on the bottom of the white trunks for Ugas. Pacquiao, who had a good 5th. Will he get into his stride? Or is it stop-start these days?
It's funny because sometimes a slower, if you're a fighter that likes a fast rhythm, you know, a slower paced fight can be more tiring to you because you can't find no rhythm and you're forcing everything. So even though you're throwing less punches, you actually feel more tired because you can't get no flow. Where if you're a high-tempo fighter, you like that fast pace because everything can just flow on a nice rhythm. Where if the other guy can break that rhythm, slow the pace down, even though it's a slower pace, it becomes harder work for you.
And Ugas effective with the jab tonight. Jab beats speed, that's what Vernon Forrest always used to say. The late, great Vernon Forrest. That's how he beat Shane Mosley.
Yeah, good jab and great timing.
That timing is good from Ugas tonight, right hands. Just looking very composed, isn't he? Strong and almost in control, certainly of himself.
Yeah, composed and patience. Showing really good patience here. Like you say, not overawed at all.
Almost looking for Pacquiao to change it up. The shifts in momentum, the raids, the attacks.
And the jab is so effective for Ugas. He's got those long arms. Good feet as well, just edging closer with those feet.
There's that rangefinder in the right hand over the top, and Ugas has landed some quality punches, and Pacquiao throwing a great deal, but what is actually landing? Second half WBA welterweight title, the 10 stone 7 division, such a great one. Legends over the years like Emil Griffith, Jose Napoles, Carlos Palomino, Wilfred Benitez, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Pepino Cuevas, Tommy Hearns, Pernell Whitaker, De La Hoya, Trinidad Mosley, Mayweather and Pacquiao. What a division it's been, Matt.
Yeah, the welterweight division, you know, the heavyweight division, the middleweight division, they're probably your 3 glamour divisions, and welterweight division certainly has produced some of the best pound-for-pound fighters that we've ever seen.
Close this. Is Ugas in the lead for you?
Yeah, having 4 rounds to 2 up. I think he's using his jab really effectively, the straight right hand down the middle. He's looping the right hand good. I mean, that jab there, you see that Pacquiao leads off with the southpaw jab, and Ugas just parries it and jabs over the top of it. That's a shot that's worked so well for him. And it breaks Manny's rhythm as well. He's looking to try and get some combinations or put shots together, and he gets his head snapped back with that jab, that counter jab. It just breaks it, whatever plans he had, whatever attack he was looking to put forward. Ugas just nullifies it.
Pacquiao, the wise old fox, knows that his flurries catch the eye of the judges, but for punches landed and accuracy, Ugas is doing really well. And boxing beautifully at times.
I like the composure of Ugas.
So do I. Looks like he belongs at this sort of level and feels that this is the coming out party. Never mind the noise about Pacquiao and whether this will be the last hurrah. Of course, Josh Taylor will be watching, hoping he can get a match at some point, a fight with his idol. He looked up to Manny Pacquiao. Now he wants to take battle with him, and we love to see Pacquiao in Britain, but who knows beyond this encounter. And you wonder what Errol Spence would have done to Pacquiao on this night. On this performance, he would have beaten him.
Yeah, I mean, this is good again from Ugas. I mean, another thing that's impressed me about him, he's wasting nothing. He's really economical with his punch output, even his movement. Just little steps, little steps. Really conservative with his energy.
I think it's the control from Ugas. Pacquiao getting that jab going.
Looking for that looping right hand again. Pacquiao blocks it.
Tight rounds. Right. Dave Moretti, Patricia Morse-Charman and Steve Weisfeld. The first time, I think, that Morse-Charman has judged a Pacquiao fight. The fifth time for Dave Moretti. And Steve Weisfeld has also judged Pacquiao before, so they're real seasoned. Ugas definitely landing more jabs than Pacquiao. That's been a wonderful weapon for him, and good right hands too. It's Ugas for me at the moment, Matt.
Yeah, same here. I've got him 5 rounds to 2 up. I think the jab has been the key punch for Ugas.
I think that right hand is a good second, though. I just think it's the way he's controlled the ring, the distance, used his advantages to offset Pacquiao.
Yeah, I think Pacquiao struggled with the... he's struggling to get past that jab. You know, he normally Pacquiao can get his own jab working and he can find a nice rhythm, then he can come in behind it, put combinations together, but he's trying to get that jab going, and Ugas is just countering him, and he's just knocking him off balance. He's breaking his rhythm, he's breaking his combinations, and that nullifies his attack, and he's struggling really to get going here, Pacquiao. There's
right hand, yes, again. Boxing so often about levels and timing. And you just wonder if they'd met 5 or 6 years ago, it would have been a very different story.
Yeah, that jabs the body as well, working well for Ugas, doubling up on it there. Lead right, straight right hand.
Just don't think Pacquiao's getting anything off, and a right hand from Ugas was sweet. Pacquiao tries to respond, but good defense again from the Cuban, and a lovely body shot. This is really good. This is a very, very accomplished performance from your Dennis Ugas so far.
You see as well, he just lands that nice jab and then he just steps to him. He doesn't overcommit, Ugas, but he just steps closer, tiny little steps, just putting that pressure there with his front foot.
Millions around the world watching this, especially in the Philippines. Traffic stops when Pacquiao fights, and they'll be hoping that he can wind back the years and really dazzle down the stretch here, but he's having problems with Ugas tonight. Still trying, still working out a way.
Yeah, he's trying to up the tempo here, Pacquiao, but another round to Ugas for me.
Eliel. Este es el día tuyo de ser grande, men. No se lo regale a ningún maricón.
Going to see an old Manny Pacquiao. I think it is somewhere in the middle. Is he what he once was? No, but he is still an elite welterweight in my estimation. And he's fighting your Dennis Ugas, a man who is fighting, in my opinion, and putting on the performance of his life. But I still think it could be a close fight. Especially depending on how the judges, what they favor from a scoring standpoint. There's a right hand for Ugas. But Ugas is starting to find his groove, without question. There's a right hand for Ugas. The defense of Ugas has been superb this evening. And Pacquiao doesn't have as much spring in his legs as he is used to exhibiting over the course of his 25-year career, 26-year career. 70 seconds left here in the ninth. And I don't just attribute that to age, I attribute it to the fact that early in the fight, your Dennis Ugas attacked the body of Pacquiao, really made it a point of emphasis to hammer away upon the left side of the ribcage of Manny Pacquiao and unload those right hands. The jab has been finding its mark for your Dennis Ugas as he backs up Pacquiao with a counter right hand, but Pacquiao unloads at close distance now. Pacquiao, he knows he's in deep waters against a very determined champion from Cuba, your Dennis Ugas. There's a right to the body by Pacquiao, but Pacquiao has faced his fair share adversity in his career. Make no mistake about that. This is not foreign territory for the 8th Division World Champion in Manny Pacquiao. On to the 10th. As we head on to round 10, this one's scheduled for 12. Power punches thrown through the 9th round. Pacquiao 70 of 262 for a 27% connect percentage. Ugas 67 of 114. Extremely accurate, a 59% connect percentage. There's a chopping right hand by Ugas. And Ismael Salas telling him, I want you to be more aggressive. I think Salas feels that it could be a close fight. Pacquiao steps in with a combination, but back comes Ugas. Now they exchange. They're going toe-to-toe here in Las Vegas, and Ugas immediately ties up. Pacquiao loves this kind of style. This frenetic pace is something that he has enjoyed and embraced, and it has endeared him to fight fans all over the world. And now that exchange brings the crowd, and you hear the energy from the fans here at T-Mobile Arena. It woke them up because it was a calculated, deliberate fight, and that burst of energy and exchange from Pacquiao turned back the clock as we saw vintage Pacquiao. 95 seconds left in the 10th. And as we head down the stretch of this championship affair at 42 years of age, how will the legs and the conditioning of Manny Pacquiao hold up against an extremely focused and determined your Dennis Ugas, who is 7 years his junior? There's a counter right hand by Ugas, but Pacquiao stepped in and landed a glancing straight left. 65 seconds left in the 10th. What an excellent prize fight between two men who are extremely focused and have had their moments where they've been having some sustained success. Ugas shakes his head as to say, nope, I'm good. Pacquiao threw a straight left, and Ugas with a big overhand right Pacquiao got out of the way of it. Under 30 seconds left here in the 10th. Final 10 seconds of the 10th round. We'll see if Pacquiao tries to get off, but he eats a big right hand from Ugas, but he steps in again. And now Pacquiao, when Pacquiao gets popped, he immediately tries to swing the fight back in his favor by unloading a combination. You see the end of the round as Ugas snuck in, or this was when they were exchanging. You saw him. And there is Yordenis Ugas' girlfriend enjoying what she's seen as we are on to the championship rounds between Yordenis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. High-level prize fighting is what we are witnessing with the welterweight championship of the world on the line between the champion from Cuba, Yordenis Ugas, and Manny Pacquiao, boxing's only 8th division world champion. For Pacquiao, you wonder how much steam he has left, and can he end the fight in spectacular fashion by really unloading combinations and letting his hands go. And for Ugas, he has fought a brilliant fight tactically, using his jab to start off his offense, and then also countering Manny Pacquiao with the right hand, as well as attacking the body early in the fight. For Pacquiao, he's been the one who has been throwing, obviously, considerable more punches. He's been aggressive in spurts. There's a left to the body by Pacquiao as he landed a big shot to hurt or disrupt the flow of Ugas. Not much, but Pacquiao could very well be piling up points in the eyes of the judges based on his work rate and his activity level that is considerably more than that of Yordenis Ugas. Jab by Pacquiao. There's a jab followed by a straight left for Pacquiao, landed right on the chin of Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas, but back comes Pacquiao. Pacquiao loves these toe-to-toe exchanges. The more tactical, plotting sort of fight is something that, I don't know if it was lulling him to sleep or making him think a little bit more, but Pacquiao loves, he has a zest for combat. And when Ugas has been willing to oblige, that's when you see Manny Pacquiao go back, and we witness the Pacquiao of the past 5 to 10 years that have been so emblematic over the course of his 25-year-plus career. There's a straight left by Pacquiao. There's a right hand on the left ear of Pacquiao. Pacquiao with some swelling underneath his right eye. Ugas has swelling underneath his left eye, largely in part to those straight lefts from Pacquiao. Final stages of the 11th. A riveting matchup, a big right hand for Ugas as we head down the stretch onto the 12th and final round. See the jab by Pacquiao, popping the jab, double jab. Final round. Could this be the final round in the career of Manny Pacquiao? And with the result hanging in the balance, total punches landed, thrown through the 11th. Pacquiao 123 of 737 for a 17% connect percentage. Ugas 140 of 380 for a 37% connect percentage. Pacquiao has nearly doubled the punches thrown compared to that of Ugas. But Ugas has been the far more accurate of the two. There's a right hand by Ugas that caught the attention of Pacquiao. Pacquiao might have been off balance, but he smiles, and now Pacquiao looking to retaliate and respond. There's a right hand by Ugas. There is nervous energy here at T-Mobile Arena because this is a partisan Manny Pacquiao crowd. There's a big right hand by Ugas as he stepped in beautifully and got a lot of leverage behind it. 90 seconds left in the fight. There's a right hand by Ugas. And now they both tie up. Ugas wants to immediately wrap up with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's face bruised up, but he enjoys this. He just pounded his gloves, and you know that is a statement that he's trying to exert and give his all in these final moments of his welterweight championship affair against Dennis Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas. Ugas is zeroing in on Pacquiao. Left hook that wobbled Pacquiao, but Pacquiao ate it. Ugas is trying to leave no doubt in the eyes of the judges here in this 12th and final round, and now the fans start to chant Manny. Blood outside of the left thigh of Manny Pacquiao, and it's starting to trickle. There's a right to the body by Ugas, but Pacquiao responds with the counter left. Pacquiao is now seeking out and trying to find Dennis Ugas. A cut underneath the right eye of Pacquiao. What a moment between Manny Pacquiao and Dennis Ugas. Both men fighting at such a high level. A right hand by Ugas. Ugas fought the fight of his life. Manny Pacquiao still Manny Pacquiao. What a fight here in Las Vegas.